And what is this going to print? Not quite. HE is the second on the list, right? Bless you. But what happens? Well, let's run it and see. It printed LI. Why did it print LI? The first is 0, yeah. So if we were to type 0, which my number lock, there we go. 0 prints H. I'm just curious, what happens if I type like -5 or something? Oh, what happened there? Yeah, so -5 went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What if I did -100? Oh, out of range. So we could do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We could do -9, which would probably make more sense to do 0, right? But -9 would print the first one. Just go backwards. So probably if we did -10, it would be out of range. Yep, out of range. So this is how calling in a list works. A list within an index bracket. It's cool, right? Let's take a look at some more. Right, we can use a colon inside the index brackets to get a slice of the list. Yeah, feel free to take them. Okay, so a colon inside the index brackets get a slice of the list returned as a list. Okay, so element slice equals elements 1, 5, end bracket, and then we do element slice. Okay. So instead of printing elements and then the number from the list that we want, instead we're printing element slice, and we created a variable called element slice equals elements 1, 5. What do you think we'll print? Okay, so 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let's see. H, E, L, I, B, and C. Yeah. It took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
No, because
It took 2, 3, 4, and 5, right? And 2, 3, 4, and 5. That's right. So it's from index 0 up to not including index 5. Okay. Doesn't include, let's see what happened if we put 0, 5. It would print H as well, right? Okay. Yeah, print it out 0, 1, 2, 3. No. Okay, yeah, so the second number limits to the fifth one, not 5 results. So if I wanted to, I could do 8. And let's see what's printed. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's what it means by not including. So if we go back to, if we do 0, 5, 1, 2, 3, there's 5 results. Okay, and 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. It stops before the fifth one. This is not saying how many, but which one it should stop before. So if we were to do 1, 5, does 4 results, starts at the first one, includes it, but doesn't include 5. 5 is n. It stops before 5 and prints C. Okay. Great. If a number is not specified at the beginning of the range, it's assumed to be 0, or the beginning of the list. Because 0 would be so commonly used. Let's go back to 0, 5. Start at 0, include it, age 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Stop before 5, don't include 5. Because 0 is so commonly used, we can delete 0. When we delete 0, it'll still run. Okay. And we see that it still ran even though we deleted 0. If a number is not specified at the end of the range, the slice will extend to the end of the list. In the same way that you don't need to include 0 if you're starting at the beginning, you don't need to include the last number if you're starting at the end. If you're ending at the end, rather. So let's say we just had a colon here. Okay. So H, H-E, L-I, B, C, N, O, F, N-E. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So what if we said stop before 9? It would still print that. Said stop before 8, it would print everything except any, because we use 0 at the beginning. If I wanted to say print the last, okay. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Let me think. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Think about a social security number now. What should we type to print the last 4 digits of this social security number, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? Yeah, shout out loud if you know the answer. How do we print the last 4 digits of the social security number if this was an SSN?
We put 5 and 8.
4. What was that?
5 and 8. We start at 5 and end at 8.
Okay, let's see. Oh, are you asking to start it? It would be 6, 7, 8, 9. So if we do 5, 8, it only prints 6, 7, 8. So 1 is 0. This is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It starts at 5. But it didn't print 9. Why didn't it print? Yeah. So, yeah, the last parameter, the second parameter of the index brackets is not including. The first one is including. So from 5, including 5, all the way to 8, but don't include 8. So we'd actually have to do 9, and that would print out the last 4 digits. Okay. Great. Without either a first number or a second number, the the slice extends from the beginning of the list to the end of the list, effectively making a copy. So we did that. We put the colon, and if you just put a colon, it prints everything in the list. Negative indexes can be used to go backwards. We went over that. If both are negative, well, let's see what happens if both are negative. -5, -2. What will print? This is interesting, right? Because it's up to and not including for the -2 value. Let's try it out and see. Okay, so it starts at -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, which just so happens to be 5. And it stops at -2, but it doesn't include it. So -1, -2, but doesn't include it. So that was 5, 6, and 7. So just count the negative from 0, go back to the beginning, this is -1. And just for the last value, don't include that value. Include the first value in your list. Great.